Alright, welcome back everybody. This is General Overtime, or Kyle as you may know me. So, good news, great news, and worst news. Bad news, yeah. So, the worst news, well, bad news is, actually I got two bad news things. Oops, that's high. So the video for the game Clash of Legends Rise of the Dragon Nation is going to be coming out here in 2 weeks, or 2 to 3 weeks, which is good news. Bad news is it's not coming out this week. Sorry about that, guys. Also, bad news is that, my recording stuff is still a little slow. I'm still recovering from surgery for another 2 weeks at least. I'm just now getting up to the point where I can start running again and doing sit-ups. I still can't do push-ups. I mean, shit, I look like a burn victim. Like, I literally look like my nipples got burnt off. Yeah, that's just something interesting for you guys. For those of you wondering, I had surgery done on my chest, like I probably said in a previous video. I won't go into detail what it is, because you guys probably don't give a shit. Let's see. But yeah, so I've got, the uploading's a little off. Dragon Commander, you guys should check out. There's probably going to be a link down in this description, which is down there. For the first video, and there'll be the whole series is pretty much already recorded. I literally probably beat it in about 7 hours on casual. But then again, I mean, I was playing it 7 hours straight throughout the night. It's probably longer than 7 hours. I don't know. You guys can judge by counting up how many videos there are. Thank God I echo. Wow. The house is still being worked on. I was hoping, worst news is I was hoping to make this video after becoming a millionaire because of Powerball, but I didn't win. Oh well. Here's hoping. Because if I win Powerball, you'll all of a sudden start seeing commercials for the Clash of Legends Rise of the Dragon Nation game. And yeah, let's see. Great news. So, we're just about done with all the race art, for the video. We've got almost all the races done up and everything. We've gotten about half the lore sheets done up. We've gotten almost all the journals done for the characters. Let's see. And we're only a 3-man team as of current. Which is amazing with how big this game is that we've gotten this much done. But then again, it has taken us 6 months to get just this done. So we have the groundwork done pretty much at this point. We've got the next 4 games, 5, 6, 7 games planned out already on how they're going to go. We won't be telling you guys about that, but there's at least 7 more games coming after Clash of the Legends Rise of the Dragon Nation. We've also just started working on another game, which is top secret. I won't be telling you about. I still haven't even ran it by David, my business partner, or Caleb, the other guy. Sorry, I just realized for some reason my TV is on. Oh, shit. No, shit, go off. There we go. But yeah, so... Well, I'm so professional, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, the TV just turned on magically, see? Yeah, I don't know how it... I don't know. Let me just turn that off because that's going to creep me out. So yeah. I will be posting videos of Dragon Commander. You guys didn't like Dragon Age, as I started to notice. I just had a lot of that recorded, and it was easy to edit. And so I was just putting it out there. I still had tubes in my chest when I had recorded, or when I was uploading it. And you guys didn't like it, so I quit. If you guys did like it, and you want to see more of it, or you want to see it at all, I'll start a new character on there. The TV is still making noise. But yeah, anyways, I'll get more up on it. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, on a side note, me and a class group, or a class project we're doing, is for my group, we're doing a little iOS title. For those of you who don't know iOS, it's a phone/tablet game. It's an app. We're doing an iOS rail shooter, which rail shooter, for those of you who also don't know, or were born in this century, rail shooter is like the old style arcade games where it moves you from room to room, and yeah, so I probably won't film any of me making it, but if we do get it out, I will post a link to where it's at, or at least where you can find it and such. I don't know. I'll figure out something for you guys so you know where to get it. It's called Trailer Park Armageddon. Basically, it's a zombie shooter, or zombie trailer park shooter with the original Doom quality graphics to make it kind of cheesy, and then, what was it? a really cheap storyline that's like 10 levels long. I mean, it's a quick game, but it does have a lot of replayability because we have extra levels and that stuff that you can go try out. You can choose which area you want, and it'll be different depending on the level you choose, stuff like that. There'll be voice actors, and it'll be a free app because we're using a free gaming engine, so that way we don't have to pay to license it. So, and if it does well on free, we might just sell it, but who knows. We're calling the game company that's releasing it Offensive Games, just because that way we don't have to go through my company, Killtech. I don't want to look bad to EA in case I do ever end up working for them, but please, let's hope. Well, actually, I wouldn't mind working for EA. I wouldn't mind working for BioWare, actually, because I'd rather work on the Mass Effect and Dragon Age series, because those are my two favorite game series. Well, but yeah, so that's it so far. But yeah, we'll be doing a video coming up here in about 3 weeks to explain what our game is, explain a bit about the plot, and all that. I'll be able to release a bit about my character, my personal character, the Ginger Lion, and what part he's gonna play in the game. Also look forward to a new YouTuber who's going to be joining us on our on this channel. Quick before I explain that. General Overtime's channel is now gone for right now. Killtech Studios' channel has become what it is, until we, of course, get a symbol for the picture what we want, which I actually think I have what I want to use. But, yeah, Killtech Studios has taken over as a channel now. General Overtime has fallen. Not really. Killtech Studios is going to be me and Mr. Naromez, which is the other YouTuber, which is actually David, are going to be uploading videos on that channel from now on. Well, mostly me, but when he gets a video, he'll be uploaded when he gets a chance. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're going with. As far as the card game goes, I know I've talked about it a little bit. It's... Technically, we could honestly make it in about 3 weeks, as long as we had Caleb drawing everything up, but we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. The Space Hounds game is still on its 1 foot. I mean, it's literally ready to go. We could, honestly, all we need to do is the code work. There's no lore to it, really. I mean, it's a simple iOS title, and we could release it for, like, probably 60 cents a piece. Because even the game license probably would only cost us probably $30-50, something like that. Ugh, my nose. Sorry, the allergies are killing me. And as you noticed, I'm starting to sport my beard a little bit, or at least peach fuzz. I'm gonna probably try and grow it out, but who knows. Probably do a No Shave November thing for that. But, which is ironic, since my birthday's in November, so you guys will get to see that. Maybe you'll even get to see me get my new tattoo. Anyways, yeah, so... I don't know, that's what's pretty much been going on. We've been meeting regularly, trying to figure out what's going on with the game. Basically, right now, for funding-wise, pretty much my idea is to make this video and hope that maybe even, like, Rooster Teeth or, like, any gaming company or any developers see us and pick us up. Say, hey, we like your game, we like the series, we'd love you to work with us, and then I could lead design on that. I wouldn't necessarily... what my skills mostly are project manager, in this case, lead designer to kind of get what I want. I'm the writer who comes up with what the appearance looks like. I basically write out everything on what the character should look like, what the clothes they should wear, what the area they're in, what's their backstory, all that. And then someone else comes in and basically does all the work, basically takes what I've done and puts it into a picture. Which is actually a lot more a lot cheaper than what they're doing nowadays with a lot of video games where they're getting professional writers. Which, I mean, I like professional writers. I agree some of the games that they have done, like Mass Effect, Dragon Age wasn't done by a professional writer. It was actually just put together. Actually, I don't know. I think Dragon Age actually was put together professionally. I'm not sure. But a lot of those games out there that you see, like Call of Duty, they didn't even start to think to use a storyline until after they'd finished the gameplay. They do a lot with that. That actually used to be a very common thing. It's only starting to get around to where people start actually using professional writers and novelists or whatever the hell you call them. But it's cheaper to get guys like me who write a lot and who are at least decent and can give the creators, tell them what they need to do. I hear a motorcycle. Maybe. I don't know. Sorry. I'm random today. But yeah, so Here's hoping that everything works out. I'm just getting out of Photoshop in about 2 weeks, so I'm getting better with that. Also, for one of the fans out there specifically, Warbreaker, I need to get in contact with you to help me start working on some designs and code work. We're thinking about bringing in a guy named Warbreaker, or I think his name's actually Kai. He's a good friend of mine. We met through Minecraft back when I played on, oh, I can't remember the name of the server anymore. It's an RPG Minecraft server. Started with an F, I believe. Whatever, that's where I used to have my, clans and such and play around on that all the time before I started recording. Now I just solo game or talk to David, which I might start recording some of those conversations so you guys can hear what's going on, find out what we're doing, and yeah, general stuff. But yeah, so, and if everything goes well, we're hoping to fund the game through either Rooster Teeth or my lottery winnings. Actually, to be honest, what would be really awesome, I know you guys, it's a lot of pressure, but if you guys could share this a ton, the more you share it would be literally the first video game ever made off YouTube winnings, which I would love to do. And I mean, that would be amazing, because then I'd have you guys to thank, and there's a lot of plans I have for the future with how to use that money, not only to make video games, but movies, books. We have 3 books right now, they're getting ready to be published, or we want to publish. We want to turn Clash of Legends, we want to turn one of the, not one of the games, but an actual, like, prequel, I guess, to the first game into an actual movie, an animated movie, for you guys to watch, kind of like what Mass Effect did with Mass Effect Paragon something. I can't remember what it was exactly. Don't get mad at me. It's been a while since I've seen it. Or what Dragon Age did with their Dragon Age Dragon Age Seeker something. I can't remember that one either. But anyways, you guys get my point. I'd really like to do a movie off of it, and it'd be really fun. But yeah, so we are talking about that, and if you guys really want to help us out, the best way you can is by getting us funding, and, you know, the money we get will be, put into this game, or into future games to put on the channel. I'd actually rather put it into my game, but of course, I have to have cash to keep making videos, because eventually I will run out of Star Wars episodes. Eventually. Yeah, and again, sorry about the unsteady uploads. I've been having issues with so much homework. I'm on finals weeks. These are my last 3 weeks. Today was actually my last day of my 7th week of this term. And I only have 10 weeks left, or I only have 10 weeks in the term, not 10 weeks left in the term, that would kill me. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. As far as, like, journals, any of that, I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I haven't decided yet. I will, if Trailer Park Armageddon gets out, I will probably play that for you guys, online. I'll probably end up having it copied over to the PC, or what's it called? I forgot what it's actually called. But it's like where you have it switched from from like the PlayStation, from console games to PC or to iOS, you know, stuff like that. Like Diablo is doing right now. Let's see. But yeah, so far for new games I'm playing with Dragon Commander, I beat that in about 7 hours on casual. I might go back and play it on hard. I don't know yet. If you guys really want to see that, and see me get my ass kicked 24/7, or do some multiplayer, let me know. I'll get on that, you know. As far as Mr. Neromas, he's not much of a gameplay guy. Basically, what me and him are doing is I'm gonna play like Mountain Blade, Warband, and he basically, and other games that I don't put up normally as Let's Plays, like Counter-Strike, Left 4 Dead, stuff like that. He's going to make fun of. If you've ever seen Mystery Science Theater 3000, I think that, or 5000, 3000, I think 3000. But if you've ever seen that, that's pretty much what he's gonna be doing. Check out, I don't know, I'm probably not gonna just put a link to his channel, because I think he hasn't used his channel. Here, let's do that. Woo, woo. Okay, that's creepy. Sorry, he hasn't used his channel though in forever, so there's really no point. God damn, this bandage is itchy. Ah, fuck. But yeah. So let's see. Oh, if any of you are like make music or anything like that, feel free to message me and let me know, cause I am looking for people to help me out and like basically send so I can get some music for this game, Clash of Legends. We need a lot of music. We need a lot of action music, some sad stuff for Graveyard Scene. Because yes, as in any good game, characters must die. But we don't know if we're actually gonna make characters die. We haven't decided yet. So, no spoilers. We will be spoiling it, but, not for at least 3 more weeks, or at least 2 more weeks. So, yeah, share this video, and please share the Let's Plays video, more people who watch it, the better. You guys keep clicking on them ads and stuff, even if you just exit right away. That makes me money. I mean, I know you guys don't care, I know you guys don't give a shit whether I make money or not, but think about it this way. If I get to make this game, and I can... What it's going to say in the very beginning is it's going to have, or like at the very beginning, you can go to, there's going to be a little thing, and like on the menu it says options, and it'll go to dedications, and it'll be all the subscribers I can find on my channel that are publicly subscribed, I guess, because some of them are hidden or set private. And it'll have all their names. No matter how bad the name, it will go down a list, and it'll have like a song going to it, like "fuck you guys." No, I don't know, something, but it'll be kind of funny, comical. And it'll be basically, you guys will have your names on this game as YouTubers. And it'll be a big shout out, I guess. The only reason I want to do that is because I really want to get you guys into this game. I'm trying to get the fans going, and this is kind of, in a sense, this is what's it called when manuscript? No, not manuscript. What's it called when you basically do a thing about your life? Fuck, I don't remember. It's been so long. I've been reading too much Game of Thrones. I don't remember. But yeah, so but that's kind of the idea. This is kind of, in a sense, documenting my time to fame, hopefully, or my time to, or my way, or my thing of going to failure. Who knows? And I think this has actually been a 20-minute. No, it's probably 15-minute video. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. We're reading the Game of Thrones series finally. I'm on the first book. I'm about, I'd say, around 190, 200 pages through. Which, of course, I've seen the first 3 seasons, so it's not really spoilers, but I really wanted to read through it again. Future series that you guys should look forward to, just a heads up. We'll get the Jedi going back on Fridays. Saturdays we'll be continuing with the Sith Inquisitor because I really like her and I've got a lot stocked up on her. I played through for a couple hours one day before my surgery. Which is why most of those videos are outdated as shit. That's why when you guys are looking for information on what I'm up to, go to my updates, because my updates explain what I'm going on with, and they're actually accurate, like what time is going up, because the videos I talk about a ton of stuff, and then like, so I think in like the newest Sith Inquisitor I was probably talking about like what the game was looking like, and we had just finished like one of the journals, and I think we've gotten like 4 or 5 of them done since then. This was back in early July, yeah. I think it was the 2nd week of July, so probably earlier because, yeah, it would have been earlier. So, I mean, it's been a while since I've played through as the Sith Inquisitor. I just started playing through as the Trooper and Jedi again. I did Dragon Commander. You guys will get to see a video you'll get to see me doing a whole series on the story of the Iron Dragon. And there is something I want to give you guys a heads up with. These characters I talk about in the game, like the guys I named myself, like Ser Ovan, is going to appear in Clash of Legends and some of the other games. The Iron Dragon is also going to appear in the 2nd game of Clash of Legends. These guys are, well, it's not going to be an actual Iron Dragon, it'll be actually the character. These guys are people that we are going to incorporate. We have a plan for kind of a Mount & Blade Warband stylish game with the RTS element style it does, but at least with how I've been playing Clash of Kings, it's going to be the US. We're going to start with the first game. It's going to be the US in the middle of a massive like war. If you've ever seen the show Revolution, it's kind of like that, Basically, but instead it'll be state by state. There won't be any territory or any specific big territories until you get to like towards the middle of the game and you start seeing people command or taking over. You get to choose from one of the states that you want to play as, and each state will have different stats on their troops and such. And then with us, I think that actually might be a mod, but I don't care. I want to make an actual game out of it. Basically, yeah, so the states will be, you'll get to choose from one of the states, and they'll have certain troop setups, and then you can choose to be one of the generals or make your own general. If you make your own general, you get fresh stats, you get to create your own stats. If you choose one of the pre-made generals, which not all cities will, or not all states will have their own pre-generals, some you'll have to create because they're not big enough, or they just don't have a well-known popular characters. But that's what I'm saying. These characters, these generals and such, are these people you run into. Well, actually, when we start working on this game, we will hold a contest for YouTubers to enter, and the winners will get to come down. Of course, this is when we have our studio, and actually we have a name for ourselves. Give me a second. We will have the YouTubers come down. We will pay you to voice act. Like take notes on your opinions on the world, what your type of battle style, how you like to fight, stuff like that, and all that. So and a lot of the developers, of course, will get their own characters. I plan on being a character, but I plan on being an Oregonian general and being the biggest asshole you ever meet, which is kind of who I am in real life. At least that's what all the women tell me. I don't know though. God, that was horrible. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. We're talking about doing all that stuff. I think someone just yelled at my dog. I don't know, or dogs. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea of what we're gonna be doing. We have the zombie game I've told you guys about probably way back that we want to do still. I mean, there's a lot of games we have plans for, and we've gotten them starting writing them out. Once Clash of Legends Rise of the Dragon Nation has been published, we're going to start working on the second game. There will be DLC for the Rise of the Dragon Nation that you get to go through and play. It'll be light DLC, and then you should expect the second game probably within 6 months, 7 months afterwards. But this is all way early speculation. I'm not sure how long this game's going to even take to make, and how long it'll take to make the second game. I figure it'll probably take half the time because a lot of the lore is pre-written, and that's the only part that takes really long. A lot of the lore is pre-written, so we'll be able to go through and pretty much just adapt it a tad bit for the time period change, because there'll be 6 years in between the first and the second game. Of course, that's not giving away any spoilers, actually. It's supposed to be that way. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea of so far. My freaking chest itches like a bitch. It's probably the dead skin I got on me, which is, you guys love to hear that, I bet. I could show it to you, but I didn't think you guys would want to see it, so, but yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. We need funding, and I'm hoping to win the lottery, so if you win the lottery and you want to have your own game developing company, then give me a call. If you don't win the lottery and you want a game developing company and you have a lot of money, give me a call. If you have neither, don't call me. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I don't know, maybe I'll even do something else to look forward to, maybe, is cooking time with General. I might do, because we're talking about cooking more in this household, and I'm kind of the resident chef here. I cook very well, and I cook really strange stuff I just find in magazines that look interesting. And usually I'm not too bad. I've only burned like 5 dishes out of 20, 30 some dishes. I don't even know. So yeah, I might do that eventually. You might, and then here around November or December, you might get to see a video of me getting my first tattoo, which my first tattoo is going to be on my right arm, and it's going to be a giant, or a massive Celtic knot sleeve with a red rose, like a rose black roses going in it. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Yeah, I think that's it. So I guess I'll give you guys another update here in about a month or two. or here in a week or two. You know, we'll see that game video hopefully soon. So, all right, guys, it's been nice talking to you. Bye bye. All right, hey guys, this is General Overtime. So I've got one last update. Today is I just checked this too, August 29th. So what can I say? This is probably gonna be part of a 3-part update. Because of course I haven't gotten around to uploading the other 2, so I figure I might as well upload these. I got good news and bad news. Good news is that Mr. Nerome has of course joined us, and he's gonna be getting the video out soon. This will probably go up tomorrow on Friday. Bad news is I am thinking about quitting the gaming field and YouTube and going and joining the Marines. The Marines, I'm going to talk to some recruiters on Tuesday after I get out of class and see what I can find out, if I can even join, you know, because of course you all know I had surgery and everything, so yeah, it's a lot. I'm thinking of joining mostly because of the fact of the whole Syria thing. I know a lot of you probably don't, for those you are American, don't think that we're going to probably invade Syria, but I've had a couple buddies already tell me that that Obama's already getting ready to ship soldiers over there, and that they've gotten orders. Of course, this can always change. They're being put at the ready, so that way, literally, as soon as he gives the word, they're going. Problem is, though, I know that the military's gonna need as much help as possible because the whole ally thing, with Iran already threatening to blow up Israel if we try to fight Syria and get involved. So we're getting ready for a flash campaign, so that way we can hope. But you know, this could cause another world war. So I'm gonna be talking to some recruiters and see if I can even enlist. I'd rather go in the army, but the Marine Corps does offer, is willing to probably let me in, and plus they're the first to go in and fight, which is something I want to do. So, you know, that's pretty much my idea, is to go and become infantry and fight, and yeah. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, I really wanted to be an Army Ranger, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna get the chance for a while. But I might just decide to, get after the war or something, maybe enlist and go back into game designing, which is kind of the plan, because we don't have enough money to make this game. I mean, it's a $1 million game easily. It's a AAA title, and so we're talking about doing some other games, but we're gonna try this last little hopeful lightning strike. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, well, I'm probably gonna enlist. So I might do like a montage of me starting to lose weight, because as you can probably see, I've got a bit of a gut. But I'll be working out a lot and trying to get ready. I've got to learn how to do an actual pull-up, because I haven't been able to do a pull-up fucking never. So I am going to be talking to the recruiter on Tuesday and see what he can do for me. I've started running now, which is nice. I got up to a half mile yesterday. Of course, this is the first time I've gone running in probably over a month and a half, and I decided to tighten the bandage around my chest really tight, thinking, oh, it's going to fall off if I don't. And then I got halfway down the greenway behind my house, and I couldn't breathe, and I was starting to get dizzy, so I decided to come home and loosen it, and I figure I'll be able to run more tonight if the rain stops. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on at this point. So if I'll make a video before I leave and everything, what's going on. I'll probably do a little bit of a video while I'm at MEPS or something, just to see what I can do. I don't even know if I'm allowed to bring cameras technically, so I don't know. I might wait till afterwards or just film it with my phone or something, so it'd be really shitty quality, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, so it might be an end. I mean, if this war starts, it's gonna be a big war, and I feel like the military's gonna need as much help as they can get. And I don't necessarily support this war, because I think it's honestly really stupid of us to go in, but that's all politics, and I'm not here to argue politics. But if it does turn into something like a world war where China and Russia, who have already told us basically to fuck off and stay out of Syria, if they do decide to get involved, which is very unlikely, but if it does, stranger shit has happened. I mean, you gotta go with that. If it does happen, then they're going to need all the manpower they can get, and they're going to end up issuing a draft anyways. So, I mean, I can't be drafted, but I can enlist, and they would, if a draft did happen, I know they'd take me immediately. But I'm going to be talking to the Marine Corps and seeing what they can do. I mean, like I said, it's not my first choice, but it's pretty much my last. I'm not going to join the Navy or the Air Force. Nothing against either. Navy, though, I get seasick, and yes, I know as a Marine, I'm going to be stuck on boats. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Cause yeah, and then Air Force, I can barely drive as is. I mean, I couldn't imagine being a pilot or doing it like being a police officer. I'm just not into the technical stuff. I mean, the whole reason I wanted to enlist in the first place is because I'm bored with school. I'm tired of wasting away money that I don't feel like I'm learning anything. An example of that would be the fact that I'm taking nutrient science next term, and I'm paying about $300 for this class, where literally I sit there and learn about what carbs are again, which we all learned in high school in health class. Yes, carbs are bad. Don't eat a ton of bread if you don't work out. Eat a lot of protein. Don't eat a lot of junk food. Stay out of McDonald's, you know, shit like that. And I'm paying $300 for another class like this, and it's just really bogus. I'd rather take fucking chemistry at this point and fail it than have to sit through nutrient science. But yeah, I've gotten to the point where I just don't feel like I feel like I'm pissing away money. I've had one class this term that's actually gotten me somewhere in game development, and it's Intro to Game Design. And to be honest, even that, it's just like, I don't see a point in it. It's useless, I don't need it, and yeah, I feel like I don't, what's the point? Honestly, what is the point in sitting through that the rest of the classes if that's the only class that's helping me in my field? I mean, I'm taking Photoshop, which, fuck, I know how to do all the basic Photoshop stuff. I'm taking English, which, okay, that makes sense, of course, because I'm a writer when it comes to video games. I like to write the scripts and stories. But, I mean, that's a rant altogether. So, I'm going to be dealing with, I'm thinking about joining the Marines, and that means that Mr. Neromas, or David, my business partner, would take over. Thing is, he's not much interested in making this game on his own because of the fact that he really does, it's not his game, it's really not his story to tell, and he doesn't feel confident in actually trying, maybe not necessarily feel confident in doing it because I know he could, it's just the fact that it's not his, and he doesn't want to do it, or he just doesn't feel like he could do it. Because he doesn't have the connections. And you know, I mean, I respect that, and I understand what he's doing. I mean, I'm gonna get him in touch with our artist in case I do enlist, and you know, he's gonna make Phantom Wolf on this channel probably, and then they'll probably do Space Hounds if they can, as like a Facebook game. But it's gotten to that point where I feel like I'm spinning my wheels and not doing anything, and I'm tired of sitting around. I mean, I've been just bored and feel useless, so I feel, yeah, I have a bunch of buddies in the military, and they all tell me, oh, it's boring as hell, but I was like, you know, that's why I wanted to enlist during a war, because, yes, that's the stupidest time to enlist if you are looking for jobs, or for money, but it's great for job security, because you're in until you're dead, pretty much, but, you know, it's stuff, I just really think that it might do well for me to enlist and everything, and see how I can do, if it comes down to it, I'd rather be in the Marine Corps because they are the first ones there, and we get the worst missions. So, and that's kind of what I want to do. I mean, shit. My motto in my life is as long as I can fight, fucking drink, I'm happy. And if they can produce the fight, I can find the other two. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, unless I suddenly am gonna magically win the lottery, which I haven't even bought a ticket, and probably in forever. There's really no way I'm gonna not try my hardest to get into the military at this point. It's just the life I want. It's something simple, easy to do, and yeah, I mean, you can respect me, you can hate me, I don't really care either way, as is I'm already dealing with family controversy, the fact that they don't want me enlisting, but, you know, you deal with what you get. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and I will be trying doing the montage of me getting in shape, showing, like, my workouts, like, not necessarily me working out, because no one wants to see the gut with me shirtless at this time, especially with the torn up chest I have right now, but I will show when I go running, maybe a couple montages of just me doing slight workouts, and showing off, I don't know, just for something to do, another video to produce. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the YouTube video still though for Clash of Legends. That's pretty much our last hope to try and get money for this. And so it'll be up to you guys to basically show it off, send it to everybody, share it with all your friends, get the attention of EA. I mean, honestly, email all these gaming companies with the video, like link it, send it to them, piss them off to where they have to look at this. And that would be great, because then maybe they'll take us seriously, but if they don't, I mean, there's no way we're making this game, and I hate to say it. And we're not doing Kickstarter because Kickstarter is a waste of time and money. It's really horrible. I've seen it, I've done it, and I will never do it again. Because I've tried to launch a couple games actually before in my past. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. So I guess with this going up tomorrow, today is Thursday, so tomorrow will be Friday. I'll be going up on Tuesday of next week, the day after Labor Day, for those of you who live in America. I don't know if Labor Day is a global thing, and I know there are some people from other countries that watch these videos, so, yeah, this is all I can tell you guys. Sorry if this does get canceled. If it does, I'll make sure to do one last video saying goodbye, and if it doesn't, well, you guys know. All matters on Tuesday, we'll find out, so... And even if it does happen on Tuesday, it won't necessarily be goodbye, because I've got at least another month of I've got at least 2 more weeks of full recovery before I am recovered to work out again. And then I got another month at least before I can start really heavy doing full-on lifting. And then after that, we'll see what happens. So, I have next term, sadly, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much. So, here's hoping, guys, that I make it in, and here's hoping it's horrible to say, but here's hoping we go to work, because I don't want to enlist and be bored as shit. So, I don't know. Catch you guys later, I guess. Let me turn this off.